Guess who's back? Back again. Back at Epcot. It's my friend. Yeah, terrible version, but you get the point. Epcot Center is my favorite Walt Disney World theme park, so here we are again. Epcot. Now, I just noticed we are actually currently in the Art of Disney store, as they call it. And no matter how many times I come to this park, you always gotta look up and look down because you never notice things. And I just noticed that there is a second floor to this. And I'm curious as to what exactly is up there. Now, at one point, I know that Epcot, this is, Epcot opened in 1982, so Epcot at one point, this predates the internet, the World Wide Web, the interwebs. So Epcot, as forward-thinking as it is, had a kind of a world library, if you want to think of it that teachers from all over the country, and I'm pretty sure it was open to teachers all around the world, could come to Epcot Center and access this massive library, conference center, and I'm not sure if that was part of it, or actually this behind me, which is behind Spaceship Earth, actually, because that's possible. That was the location, but I am not an 80s child. I am a child of the 90s, and while I do love 80s stuff, such as Epcot and Epcot Center, I was not around in that time, so never got to experience that. But with the beauty that is the world today, we're able to access it and experience it, while maybe not firsthand. We're able to experience it through recordings and memories, through photos, through videos, so that's pretty awesome. So, another thing that I would like to, if I could speak today, I would like to quickly mention is what used to be, what we used to call here at Epcot Center. Once again, it's kind of still here in the 90s, but it's more of an 80s thing, is what was known as the World Key kiosks. And it's right here by guest relations. It's no longer functional, but I'm pretty positive that these right here, this wall, this big wall right here, I mean, it could have been payphones, but I'm pretty sure that at one point, behind these walls were kiosks, and in the 80s, this is like mind-blowing. This is cutting edge. We had touch screen kiosks. Yeah, I know, touchscreen. Everything's touchscreen now, but in the 80s, this was amazing. Touchscreen computers that would pretty much be your digital guide to Epcot Center. Pretty amazing. I don't know if it was capable yet or ever gained the capability, but you could actually make, and I could just be making this up, but I think you could actually make even reservations at restaurants through the computers here. So there's a little bit of Epcot Center history that I want to share with you. So World Key Kiosk and the library, they did exist. I'm not positive if what I'm showing you is the accurate location, but I'm pretty confident that is how it once was. So the current Epcot Center maps actually feature Anna and Elsa for the Frozen Ever After attraction that replaced one of my favorites, the Maelstrom attraction in Norway. It's pretty much the same attraction, but it's just Frozen now. But to me, the World Showcase was kind of always supposed to be about learning about the culture and enticing you to go visit the actual nations. Now the park is kind of taking a different direction. A lot of changes are coming up. and more characters, Disney characters, are being added to the mix. So it's just how it is. Change is inevitable, and sometimes it's hard, and sometimes you learn to roll with it. But yeah, Norway was actually the last pavilion or country added to the World Showcase. I believe the 1980s, 86 or 88. But a lot of changes coming to the park. And maybe I probably will eventually do a little more in-depth video about the history, about World Showcase and such. But Norway was the Maelstrom attraction, since we were talking about that, was once, before they decided to name it Maelstrom, decided to, the original name was Sea Venture, believe it or not, and they had a whole sign already made up, and then at some point the decision was made, no, we're not going to call it Sea Venture, we're going to call it Maelstrom. So it always excited me that, here's a little bit of a story about me, younger me, when I was in grade school, and taking a vocabulary test, and one of the words actually happened to be Maelstrom. And I got super excited because I was like, I know that word, I know what that means, because the Epcot Center attraction that I love so much has been, is named that, so I understood. So we actually stepped in quickly into what is Club Cool. And through the years, this has changed as well, because at one point, you entered this building through pretty much an icy entrance, and now it's more of a, it's supposed to be a hip club or something. But I'm gonna go try some sodas from around the world. I will be back later. Always keep positive, friends. There's always a new tomorrow, a great beautiful tomorrow. I will be back soon. But ta-ta for now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.